Hey everybody, I'm Asian Funk. Welcome back to my channel. We are at StocktonCon here in Stockton, and yeah, it's one of the bigger comic book conventions in the Central Valley. I have two goals today. First is trying to meet Art Adams, who is a legendary Marvel artist. I have a couple of books for him to sign and maybe hopefully get a sketch. And then the second is to meet Austin St. John, who is the original Red Ranger from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Hopefully get a signature and a photo with him. That would be pretty cool. This is a two-day convention. I am here on a Sunday. My hope is that there's less people. My fear is that all the books I would ever want are gone. Probably bought on the first day, so we'll see. I've never been to a convention on the last day, so we'll see how that goes. Other than that, let's go in and check it out.
How you feel about it? Well, usually people that do stuff like that do it because they're in. So do you still like practicing?
All right, I have a timer, so if you want to say it's Morphin time on 3.
Oh, are we doing a video?
Yeah, is that cool?
Sure.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's
Yep.
Morphin time.
It's Morphin time.
Lunch break. For the record, this is not a jumbo dog. It's more like a kid's meal size hot dog, so I had to get 2.
How long did it take you to make that?
6 months and it's about 16 years old.
Oh, wow, okay. You got everybody's signature on it?
Not everybody, you're working on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Continued to build as I did it. The more I did, the more I was like, okay, I know about where to hold this and how much pressure.
This may be the ugliest Street Fighter cover I've ever seen. Oh my god. Whoa. Just got back from StocktonCon, had a great time. So I got to meet one of my childhood idols, Austin St. John, who plays the Red Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And this is actually the book I was going to have him sign, which is a foil variant. Then I was afraid that the signature wouldn't show up very well since this cover was so shiny. And the material of the cover is different. It's not paper, it's actually like a smooth plastic. So I was afraid the ink was going to smear. And you know, the last thing you want is the creator signing it and it's just like it wouldn't dry, or it just like smudges everywhere, and you know, I just don't want to deal with that. So I actually changed my mind the last minute, and I think it was a good choice, and I had him sign this instead. But yeah, you can see his signature right here, Austin St. John. I asked him to sign it It's morphin' time, which was very cool of him. When I actually went up, he asked me, the first thing he said was, "What's on your mind?" And I blanked out. I was like, "Will you sign this comic book?" And he was like, "Sure, you don't want to talk about anything?" And I was like, I regret not asking him a question. I always feel like I should have something prepared, but he was a really cool guy, and it was great meeting him. It's nice to meet one of your childhood idols. But yeah, this is just really cool. So these next few books I actually got for $1, which is a steal, especially if the condition's really great. So the first one I got was Invaders Now, number 4. And part of the reason why I got this is because it's not often you see Shumagorath, who's like this weird octopus alien character. He's normally not featured in a lot of covers, so it was nice to kind of see him be like this huge, intimidating villain. But also, just I'm a huge fan of Alex Ross. He has created some of my favorite covers. Next up is The Thousand, number 1. I also like this cover because the shadow of Spider-Man makes it look like he has 8 legs, which I'm a fan of. Next up is The Torch, number 2, another Alex Ross cover. Just really love the way he renders characters. The lighting's really good. I was trying to figure out if this was Captain America or something, but haven't read this issue, but I will. So this next book was actually $7. I saw this on eBay and I was kind of on the fence about it, but it's a Joe Quesada, which I'll go this way, of Namor, Submariner. Just kind of like how it's a horizontal. It's a virgin cover, which means that there's no title or text, just the art. It's pretty sweet. So like I said earlier, I was very excited to meet Arthur Adams, who's done a few covers of X-Men that I really enjoyed, and I was hoping to have him sign a couple, plus do a sketch. He actually was already booked in terms of sketches, so I wasn't able to get one, but he did do 3 free signatures, which I really appreciated. So the first one is Classic X-Men number 1. It's a really cool cover of the whole team. Got his signature right there. It's actually the first cover that I got of his that I knew I wanted signed at some point. Like the all-white background. I think this is actually pretty good condition. So the next book I got signed is also part of the Classic X-Men series. This is number 12. Another team cover, except this one's kind of an homage to X-Men 1. Actually, this is exactly an homage to X-Men 1. Except now it has Wolverine and Nightcrawler, Colossus in it. Banshee's here, but you can't see him because I still have the tape on this cover. I just didn't take them out yet. So since I wasn't able to get a sketch from Art Adams, I was like, I should get a sketch from someone else. So Scott Koblish was at StocktonCon again, and he's a really cool guy. I was like, yeah, I'll get a sketch from him this time. Since I didn't get it last time I saw him, and man, he sure knows how to do a Spider-Man sketch. He's actually most well known for his Deadpool series, but I had a Spider-Man blank variant, and I have a collection of Spider-Man sketches, so why not keep it going? But yeah, just look at that. I was blown away when I got it back. This is like one of my favorite sketches. Tim Bradstreet. I actually didn't know who he was or that he was there until I saw on his booth or his table of a cover that I had, and I realized, like, oh, I do have books from his, but I didn't bring any with me to the con, so I quickly went and looked for a cover that I knew he did and that I could quickly buy. I think this was only like $2 or $3, but I've seen his work, I just didn't know who he was, and he's basically best known for the Punisher series. This is a True Believers number 1, so it's a reprint. So the next book is Lobo Blazing Chain of Love by an artist that I've never met before, but I just recently discovered, and based on this cover right here. And the artist is Dan Brereton. He's done a lot of covers for DC and Marvel, but this is the cover that really introduced me to his work. He's telling me that he had to complete this cover in a week, which wasn't a lot of time. His signature's right here. So I flipped the plastic. I actually had the cutout at the very top of this cover here, but he actually really prefers signing it in this area for whatever reason. So I said, yeah, sure, I don't care. Some creators have a preference about where they want to sign on a book. Some don't. Some creators really like it when you outline it like this and cut it out so they don't have to think about it. Some creators like it when you take out the book from the plastic, so you never know what the preference is going to be. But yeah, awesome cover. And that's it. That's my haul from StocktonCon 2019. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Other than that, I'll see you at the next video.